Let's go back and maybe run us through, when you started thinking about coming to Georgia Tech and how all that transpired.
Yeah, I finished my second year at Augusta and decided I want to enter the portal. And right away, as soon as I started contacting, Ramsey and Drew Burris, I just felt a good connection here in the home state, and just everything that they do offensively kind of just speaks to what I do and what I like. So it just felt like home, and especially with it being close to home, it just felt like a good decision.
I imagine it made it easier too, with the whole slew of freshmen coming in too. So there was definitely a lot of new faces trying to come together and have the chemistry build.
Right.
And, so you were a part of that.
Yeah, of course.
You started out the season, you showed a good eye at the plate, getting a lot of walks. Now you're starting to really swing the bat. What is taking place for you? How are you seeing the ball now?
Yeah, I think that there's a fine line when you're in the leadoff spot of being, patient versus passive. And I think, the first few games just was a little too passive, but still getting on. So I think that, if I'm on, the guys behind me, Drew, Kent, they get pitched, a lot easier than if there's a free bag. So kind of just trying to do my job and get on, whether that's with the bat or with, just taking 4 balls and walking to first. That would make the job behind me a lot easier.
And imagine with those guys hitting behind you, the pitcher wants to throw strikes. He doesn't want you to walk. And,
right.
That gives you a better chance of swinging the bat.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are you seeing from the team thus far, and what do you think the strong points that you've noticed so far?
I think pure talent is definitely our strong point. I think that top to bottom, we're super talented. The only thing that, we still got to work on, obviously, is just experience. We're really young. We have 5-6 freshmen every game that are starting, whether it's on the mound or at the plate. But, when you have that much talent, you have room for error. And I don't think we've played our best, brand of baseball yet, and I think that's still to come.
What do you see from the pitching staff?
Pitching staff looks great. I'm facing those guys in the fall and in the spring. I knew that was coming. There's always been a lot of hate on the pitching staff here, but MT, Rich, they've done their job this whole off season. Those guys are going to be really good. They've kept us in every game so far.
You mentioned Ramsey, one of the reasons why you came here. What have the two of you worked on since you've gotten here?
Yeah, I think kind of just bring to life what I do well at the plate. The best version of each player is when they're themselves. So I'm a very wiry tools player. So I have a good eye. So a lot of it's just being the leadoff hitter that I am. You know what I mean? And so we've just worked on honing in. What we want to do as an offense. And just kind of going from there.
You've been able to play deep at short. Mm-hmm. And you seem like you've mastered that, one hop throw
right.
First. Is that something you've worked on?
Yeah, when I was, freshman, sophomore in college, that throw being a little bit smaller frame is kind of hard, especially if you're on the run. So definitely this summer when I was up in the Cape, the guy I was working with, we kind of worked on that. And, it's just an easy one hop, especially when you have a good first baseman like Kent. There's no doubt there. It's just so much easier to use that hop and just get it over there.
When you got here, was there any one person that you reached out to get a little lay of the land and that type of thing?
Yeah, John. John Giesler, he's been here. He's seen everything that goes down at this place. So, he's a great human being too. So, he knows everything about this. So he kind of welcomed me in, kind of, put his arm around the shoulder. I think he did that for just about everyone too. So, having him in the dugout, the locker room is just really comforting.
I imagine that's another thing to look forward to with the team, getting him back in the line.
Yeah, that's what I don't think a lot of people have understood is we're still missing 2-3 guys, that are going to be everyday starters. So, when you get guys like that back in the lineup, Caleb finally got, his first weekend back, John's hopefully about to be healthy again. It's a lot to be looking forward to in the offense.
Okay, appreciate your time.
No, thank you.